What is going on, folks? It's good to see you here. And yeah, here we go with our special presentation for Saturday night. I'll bring Deadman out right away. You're muted. You're muted.
Was that Limp Bizkit?
No, not that was Deftones. I was head up by the Deftones. Limp Bizkit. Ouch, man. Ouch. Yeah, I don't do Limp Bizkit too often.
I don't do that one.
Back when there was that whole like new metal scene came out. Remember when it was like Korn and Limp Bizkit and like
God, do I ever remember?
They just like toured for like 400 months like straight, and like it was just like, and then I think they added like Linkin Park to the fucking bill, and then it was just all this like,
yeah, it was
terrible.
It was a terrible time for metal, that's for sure.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And then they started calling then they started calling it like what, post or like hardcore, and it was like, that's not fucking hardcore.
Oh, post hardcore, yeah. I don't know. It's like metal, dude. There's like so many genres of like metal. It's like, oh, that's progressive, that's prog, that's black metal or whatever metal. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah, but black metal and progressive metal are real obvious things, Black metal's like super fucking super low production, or fucking they just split up the chords all the time. Like,
yeah, no doubt. What's going on, Brian? You guys are starting to trickle in now. There we go. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. It's a scene. You gotta be in the scene. What's up, Dead Man? What have you been up to lately, man? Other than Skeleton's Tomb.
Well, I've been actually today I've been spending a lot of time trying to make an outro video for the Tomb. I just updated the intro video, and that turned out really well. But I don't know what to do for an outro video. I don't know what the video needs to consist of, because I covered all that in the intro. So I don't know. I've been doing a lot of mud at work, drywall mud. That's not been fun.
Oh, dude, drywall is the freaking worst.
And then I'm super good at it. Like, people are like, how'd you get that wall flat? What's up, everybody?
What's up, Thor? Yeah, you guys are coming in now. David Dunn's here. Bjorn's here.
Bjorn is always here.
Right, yeah. Bjorn, he runs the studio. He lives in the basement of the studio while we're not using it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. No, that guy's dude. He's got like fucking. Where the hell was he? He's like Oklahoma, I think, or something. Oh. And I was like, oh, dude, during my trip States, I was like so wanted to just like go like beeline. He works at this fucking toy store, and they got all sorts of like cool loose stuff and like some higher end shit. Like it looks really cool, man. But it was like 12 hours from Indiana to get to Oklahoma or something like that. And I was like, oh, dude, I just can't add that to my trip. Can't do it. We got Tripping with Toys.
What's up, Tripping?
Dude, that was dude, as like, and I was gonna say too, as a Canadian going to the US, man, it was like such a random trip. It's like you get over the thrill of ollies, right? You're like, you've never seen ollies before you get in there. You're like, oh my God, you buy all this shit. But dude, like the most random crap happened. Like when I was with Timbo, it was like there was like a 95% off sale at this random like piece of crap. Dude, it was like this market garden village market or some bullshit. And the dude in there, like obviously he was like yeah, I don't know what his deal was, but he was like, he saw us like going to the front with like just a cartload of toys, because that's where they had that Black Series Boba Fett for like $1.89 or something like that. There was just a huge skid of them. But we got to the front, dude, and he was like, he took full credit for us buying all those toys because it was his idea to put them on sale for 95% off that morning. But I could tell the guy was like maybe a bit slow or something. So I don't know if he was supposed to put all the toys on for 95% or like what the deal was.
It was supposed to be 5%.
yeah, it was supposed to be 5% off or something. And then yeah, dude, it was a wild though, because we got to the front. It was just like the dude. My son's like right into Funko Pops, and I like filled like those like huge like fucking grocery bags, like just full. It was just loaded with pops, but it was fun, man. Definitely gonna do that again.
So your first trip to Ollie's was with Zilla then?
Oh yeah, dude, it was. I think it
Mine
was.
too. We don't have ollies out here, so the first time I went to Michigan, I met up with Zilla and we went to an ollies. It was my first time too because we don't have them over on this side of the states. And I was over it real quick too. And I was like, "Oh, look, it's Lady J, and it's all these
Yeah,
Marvel
yeah,
Legends I don't want." And
totally. Well, we got like, oh, we got Odd Frog Entertainment here. What is
hey,
it?
what's up, Kelly? I see you, Kelly. I see you.
We got Adam. He was on the WMC last night. Always a blast. Go check his channel out. He like makes me jealous with his videos. They're so well hosted and
Who was it that said you got to hit that like button like it's
like it owes you money, but he does it like the
oh
fucking
no he said
right?
like it's someone who calls you daddy on Friday.
Oh yeah. I know that was
I
Adam.
stole that. That's actually a voiceover over. I got the voiceover done for the outro video I was just talking about,
Oh
and
nice.
and I stole that from the for the outro. I was like, this. I got to use that. I got to.
Yeah,
So
no doubt. Right on. We got Ian Sweeney rolling in. We got Fat Red Food. We got Mud Scuffer in the chat tonight. This is awesome. Yeah. All right, here you go. We got
sound off, Mercs.
yeah, no doubt. Look at you guys. I don't know what to call the WMC people, like consortivites or something.
Just call him the WMC, man.
Yeah, it's the WMC. Ooh. Well, yeah, there you go. But yeah, no, man. Hey, one thing I want to talk about. There's this crazy, and they're pretty reputable sources. But someone's been going around saying that they don't think Hasbro is going to renew their license on Marvel Legends.
I find that hard to believe. They make a ton of money off Marvel Legends, but that's not where Hasbro makes the bulk of their money, though. Hasbro makes the bulk of their money up with board games.
Well, GI Joe, like you can tell with the classified line that they put a lot into that
Oh,
line because they own it, right?
yeah, yeah,
So they're
yeah.
not. Yeah.
They make a lot of money off of that, but I would say arguably more than the the Marvel Legends because they don't have to pay anybody anything. Same with Transformers; they own that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But they do make the bulk of their money in board games and like cards, like playing cards and shit like that. Because Hasbro makes a ton of that stuff, and that's where they make most of their money. I mean, how many grandparents get their grandchildren a game for everything, every holiday?
Oh, dude, well, like if there's one thing you can find in any household that's like a family or whatever, there's like a closet or something that's like right packed full of like Monopoly and Sorry and like all
A
that bullshit.
mousetrap or yeah,
Yeah, I remember Mousetrap. Yeah, that was a fucking awesome game. Set
yeah.
it all up back when you had patience to set shit up. Now it's just like,
Yeah, no
fuck
shit.
that. I'm not doing that at all, man.
Yeah, now I don't even have patience to set up a fucking toy shot, man.
But yeah, and they were talking about like all sorts of stuff, saying like the Disney brand is like Star Wars. They were on the fence about picking. It's carrying on with that one too. I would love to honestly see somebody else pick up the Star Wars license, like Joy Toy. You see what they're doing with those fucking turtles, right? Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they
Or
got their hands on Star Wars?
see what they're doing with their frontline chaos line.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, and it makes
That-
you kind of wonder because, like, someone like one of the sources too said that McFarlane put in a serious offer for the Marvel license, and it was like, do I want like, God, he would probably make them. Yeah, they'd be like 6.8 inches instead of 6 inches or something, just because he's weird, right?
unless he was going for the whole name of Marvel Legends. Because he's got like the older DC lines, the DC Direct stuff that he's making, and it's basically just using those old sculpts. So somehow he was able to acquire those with his DC license. That Batmobile, like the animated series one, they made that
Oh
before.
yeah,
Everybody's wondering why it was so cheap. Like, how can he afford to make it so cheap? It's because the mold already exists. Because that's the most expensive part about making toys. I learned this because I'm really close with the Odd Frog guys. Like the tooling for that car probably is the majority of the cost of that vehicle. So, because you would not believe how much tooling costs for something like the Bandito. Wow.
oh yeah. Well, I keep up with this channel, Spectre Creative, and he used to be the brand manager for Masters of the Universe back
Yeah.
in the classics and shit. And I actually talked to him, and he was actually receptive to coming on to WMC, and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." But anyways, that's maybe down the road. We'll see. But no,
Nice.
he like goes really in depth with these, like, like tooling is like, this and this and this. That's why the original He-Man line was all the same, like torsos and arms and legs and shit,
Yeah,
right?
because it makes it insanely cheaper to do it that way.
Oh, absolutely. And then when you're talking like, dude, like, I don't know, I think classified hides it really well because it's army dudes, right? You can have the same upper legs for like
Well, I
half the
would
line.
I would say there's more new sculpts involved in any wave of GI Joe Classified than there is in any wave of Marvel Legends, and it's because they don't have to pay for the licensing.
Oh yeah, well, and then with the thing too, like everybody was like swearing up and down, oh no, the Engine of Vengeance didn't get funded, but now you're seeing like the Black Hearts coming out. Like they're not gonna waste that tooling that they've done or those prototypes. Like they're gonna use them
No,
eventually. Like there's no way no, we're never gonna make these figures. We hate money.
well, they
So
made the. I mean, they
yeah,
made a prototype of the Engine of Vengeance as well.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah, and there would have been, but the molds that they use, like the Damien Hellstorm and all that, it's
Mhm.
just all based on original. It's all based on existing shit with a head sculpt. So like, why
Yeah.
they would? But what makes me wonder with the Blackheart if they didn't already have that mold done, because that is a completely unique mold. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I mean, they would have had to get a prototype unless. Well, I mean, I guess they could have. Oh, no, that's not true. They could have just 3D printed the prototype. I think they usually do actually. Um,
And
I'm
oh, sorry.
surprised Kelly hasn't been like in the chat saying, "You know more about this than you're saying, Dead Man. You're sounding really stupid."
He's in there, but he's not calling you stupid. So and then so Ian Sweeney, anyone had the high play Major Bloods in hand? I'm curious as it looks stunning. I have not actually, well, I obviously haven't seen it in hand. I've only seen like maybe one fleeting picture of it. Do you know that figure, Dead Man?
I have the classified version, which from what I've seen with the Haya toys is they're basically the same thing shrunken down.
Oh man, you got the classified one. That's like one of the only ones I missed. I was like,
Dude, I
and-
got two of them because I was feeling the FOMO, right?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
got up super early in the morning and drove to Target, and I lived like an hour and a half from Target at the time. I lived in a cabin in the woods, and I waited out there, and there was six of us wait or five of us waiting, obviously, and because we were all talking to each other, and they're like, "So yeah, you here for the Major Blood? Yeah, yeah." Yeah. And then so the guy shows up, and we're like, what are you waiting for?" He's all, that Black Major or Major Black or Captain Black, and we're like, okay, whatever. So the guy brings the box out. We go in there, and they're not on the peg. So we ask somebody, "Hey, can you bring the box of Major Blood out here? Because we all here want one." And the guy opens the box, and he immediately flips it upside down accidentally and drops them all on the floor. I scooped up all of those fucking dudes and I handed one to everybody that was there, and I had two. So I ended up buying two of them because I wasn't gonna let the scalper get two. And I tried to give away that thing 4 or 5 times within a year until I finally just gave it away, like to somebody without making it.
Oh wow.
Nobody fucking wanted it. I tried to sell it for like under fucking retail. Nobody wanted it at all.
Well, no, he's stuck around for a while now. When you go to find him, he's like 100 and some odd bucks. But I don't feel bad about that because
Should have fucking.
apparently Brian, yeah, DM me after the show, man. We'll definitely inquire as to how much you want for the Major Blood. We'll go from there. And then UKM, how much is it though? Yeah, because if I had to go on UK Amazon, that would like cost me a freaking fortune with the exchange rate. Especially now our dollar's like under 70 cents. I'm just like, all right, holy crap, man. I'm gonna have to like sleep in like Zilla's backyard because I can't afford a hotel when I go back down. Like, dude, can I sleep in your garage, man? If I can't afford a hotel, the dollar is so fucking bullshit. But I don't know. It's like there's crazy bullshit going on everywhere. Like now they want to go like back before Christmas to kick our prime minister out because he's like, I don't know, dude. The guy was like dancing at Taylor Swift concerts and trading friendship bracelets with like 14-year-old girls while there was a giant riot going on in Montreal and they were like burning shit down. Dude, I can't make this shit up. That's real. That's a true story, man.
This is your current prime minister?
Yeah, man. He's like at the show with his daughter, like trading friendship bracelets with like little girls. And I'm like, and then there's this huge like crazy riot going on in Montreal with like a bunch of like two different kinds of like Middle Eastern people like just fighting and burning shit. It's just like holy fuck.
Yikes.
Oh man, but I don't know. Apparently, according to Trump, we're gonna be the 51st state. So dude, that'd be so nice to go see Zilla without having to use my passport.
It would be nice for a lot of things actually, but here's the one thing that nobody understands. From Mexico all the way up, it's one continent and it's called North America. See, nobody seems to understand that.
So. Oh man, yeah. What a fucking wild world we live in, man.
Everybody's all America. You know, down here there's the people that are all America, America, America. It's like, you know, our country is actually called the United States of America, right? Like, it's not we're not North America alone. Like, we got all these brown people and then all these snowmen, you know,
above us. Yeah. Well, it's like, yeah, and then when we're down there, it's like in Canada, you like maybe see like a fucking Canadian flag like once every like 20 miles or something like that. But in the States, it's like, dude, I drove through this little town and I think it was in Flint actually. And not a little town, it's a big city with nothing in it. But you go and it's
sounds like Flint.
yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, I mean, you go like every house had like a huge American flag, and this is before the election. So some people had entire like roof treatments on their bungalows, and the whole roof was like Vance and Trump 2024, and it was like holy shit. And then people had like big displays in their lawn with like signs saying like basically we have guns, so don't fuck with our signs and shit. Like I was like, wow, dude, this is like a different fucking planet, a little different country. I'm like, wow, you guys got way better fucking food than like more choices anyway, better food. And it's like every restaurant in the States wants to kill you with food. They give you so much. It's like, oh
it's fucking true, man. We are not a skinny country. I mean, I would say at least it's probably a safe bet to say that at least 55% of our adult population has diabetes.
Oh wow, dude.
I think that's a safe bet. It's probably higher. It's probably more like 65, but I don't want to say higher just in case somebody wants to bet me.
So. Anime figure statical, yo, dead man and rad. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming.
What's up, Roger? Roger in a house.
Yeah, you know all these guys aliases, I guess. And then we got CB671 in the chat.
I don't know him.
But we were talking a little bit about FOMO earlier, man, and holy crap, dude, have I ever been burned by FOMO in the last like I don't know, I would guess I used to be one of those collectors that had to have everything. Like when I did G.I. Joe, like the vintage shit and maybe vintage Star Wars, stuff like that. That's kind of how I started out with my collecting, but I was sort of world building at the time. But anyways, the point is, like, I didn't think that it was like when we talked about doing the subject of FOMO tonight, I didn't really, I was like, oh, I don't have it. I've been burned a couple times. When I started to think about it and started to load up pictures on the internet to put on the show, man, I was like, there's been so many things I've been burned with. Okay, so this fucking set, I paid way too much on eBay for it, and now you can get it on AliExpress for like under $100. Dude, the Valkyrie set, it is an awesome set of Cobra Troopers, dude, but it's like, fuck. So yeah, it probably was about stupid me. I didn't pre-order it or anything off Hasbro Pulse, which I
so for you, this was probably $90, $95.
I paid $140 for my first set of these.
Oh, you just said that, didn't you?
Yeah. And then I went on now I have two sets, but I went on AliExpress, and in Canadian it was $65 for the set. I was like, all right, well, I'm getting another set now. And you can never resell them for the fucking what I paid originally for them. But dude, like just yeah, this set's one of the ones whenever I see it, I love the set, but it's just like I just have evil thoughts like every fucking time.
Yeah,
And then
I was already pissed at Hasbro by the time that came out because I don't know if you remember, but Marvel Legends and like the going price for a 12 scale action figure, you know, of that quality was $20, and they did price hikes back to back to make it $25, like really quickly. And I was like, you fucking asshole! They led that charge, and everybody else followed suit.
dude,
All the American companies followed suit. Like to the still to right now, um, imports haven't gone up.
oh yeah, no.
Imports have stayed the same.
Yeah. No, it's when I'm following toy prices too, it's just like and one thing, okay, so FOMO gets you once in a while, but in this next case, it worked out for me. So I pre-ordered two of these Iron Grenadiers when they were when the pre-order dropped, so that was fine. Ordered them way back in like June or something like that. November they were supposed to ship out on Amazon. Never ever showed up. Month went by. Got a hold of customer support. They sent me two more for free. And then the two that I had previously ordered finally showed up like a month and a half later. So I ended up with four of these Iron Grenadiers. And
Nice.
now on Amazon, this guy is $68 instead of 33 for Canadian. So
Yikes.
he's like, yeah, he's double in price. I think you can still get them on Big Bad, but any of these army builders, when you're talking classified, if you want to build an army of them, order them all like up front, as many as you can. If you want an army 8, order 8.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, you just showed an army builder set that's cheaper now, and also like the Viper set, the set of 3 Vipers.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That
think
actually, yeah, you're right.
that's
That's a drop.
that's like $39 or $40 or something like that on Big Bad right now, and
Okay.
that set was $95 when it came out.
Oh wow, that's actually a really decent price. I just paid 75 Canadian at a toy show for the 3 Vipers. But yeah, I guess you're right in that respect. When I find when you get into like the bats and stuff, they're always sold out. And I don't know, maybe it's just luck of the draw, but I find with all the bats for sure, like the Arctic bat, like there must be containers of them at the bottom of the ocean. Like we
You
got
know, check your comic book stores because what I found was bats here in Washington, they went away really quick. Like you couldn't find them in Walmart, you couldn't find them in Target. Online they were sold out super fast. But then my wife and I took a trip to a big mall over in Tacoma, and we went to a few comic stores, and there was a comic store there, and they were loaded with bats. They had tons of them.
really
Yeah. Both we went to four, I think, and all four of them had at least 5 bats in the store. But then you were paying comic store prices because that was when they were like $23, but they were 27 because it was
yeah.
a comic book shop.
Well, and they do that here too. Like we're paying like not Toys R Us is freaking ridiculous. I actually went in there about a week ago just to see. Same thing. Like they've really downsized the toys, but normally we're paying at GameStop. I'm paying $33 a piece for like a Marvel Legend or a classified figure, right? So when you go to Toys R Us, like $44 for a classified, or like they're putting another $10 on top of it. And like the place that like the toys are packed. If there's something you couldn't find like a year ago, go to Toys R Us, you're gonna pay for it, but it's probably there. And that reminds me too of this like so we went down to Zilla's wedding and you know all the ollies like once they get a good figure, like they get picked fucking clean, like clean. Like you're not finding anything, you're gonna find like the usual crap. But we stopped in Zilla's gonna give me shit if he hears me talking about it. So it's supposed to be a secret ollies. But in Carroll, Michigan is a stupid little well not so I shouldn't say stupid, but this little farming town. So it's a bunch of farms, a little village of like a motel and like this kick-ass restaurant that makes like the best breakfast. But they have a gigantic Ollie's on the edge of town, and it's the Ollie's that time has forgotten because it's got everything that people have been finding in there for like the last 3 years in abundance, like the tracksuit mafia guys, the speeder bike guys, the Modoc sets. Like
Oh wow.
it was crazy. I loaded up on our way back from Zilla's wedding. I was like, No, I wasn't planning on spending like 200 or 300 more bucks, but I bought like 4 of the Tracksuit Mafia guys. I got like all this shit that I couldn't find at any of the other ollies that I was in. Like both times I was down in the States, I was like, it's nuts. So yeah, Caro, Michigan has like this freaking ollies at Time for God if you're close by. So yeah, I could definitely go check it out. They got the Ahsokas, the Heavy Mandos, the Black Chrysanthemum figure. Like, yeah,
Oh,
you name
take
it.
that, Zilla.
There you go. Yeah, if he watches the replay. But
That's where he gets all his sunglasses too, I bet.
yeah, dude, we went to like 4 ollies while we were hanging out for 2 days. And like I think 2 times he bought sunglasses and one time he was like trying to get me to buy them and I was like, no fucking way, bro.
Those ski sunglasses.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when I was there for the wedding, I stopped at 2 ollies. I didn't buy anything. I bought a pair of jeans. That was all I bought.
Oh,
Um,
that's
and but right by the door, both of them had this huge like display box. It was a huge box that said ollies all over the box, and it was, I don't know how deep it was, but it was filled with those like skiing sunglasses.
yeah, I think I've got a video. I cut it out, but I was doing my video of my toy hunting and stuff, and I was like walking into like my third ollies, and I was like walking past, and I got this like stone statue of this. I was like walking by, I was like, oh, look at that creepy fuck. Like it's just like this old, like creepy dude that looks like Einstein, like standing at
Mhm.
the front door. But yeah, I was like, I think I walked by and was like, look at that creepy fuck, everybody, and I like cut it out of my video. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I don't.
that's Ollie.
Yeah, apparently it is.
Because
But
I don't know if you bought one of their shopping bags. I did because I just thought, oh,
I did actually. Yeah.
that guy's all over the bag.
Yeah, and I actually had people I was out shopping with it right after I got back, so I had this bag and there was like so many old couples that stopped and were like, "Oh my god, where's that bag from? I remember going down to the States in like 1906 and going to Ollie's and stuff like that." It was like fucking it was like, "All right,
19.
yeah, yeah." But no, I should have sold it to them actually. It's like, "Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll buy a whole bunch next time."
$35. $35.
For an ollie, oh, for the up here, yeah. I think they're like $1.50 or something to buy the actual bag down there, but
I think the bag that I ended up buying was yeah, it was like $1.99 or something, and I've lost it.
yeah,
I don't know what I did with it. I left it
probably.
underneath a cart at a grocery store or something. I don't know.
Dude, we don't get plastic bags up here, so I always forget to bring them in the store, so I end up buying them. So I've actually like taken those like disposable or the reusable bags and just used them for garbage anyway because I have so many of them. I'm just like, okay, sure, whatever.
So
But
so you want to hear a story about getting burned really hard with FOMO?
yeah, man, do her up.
All right, so my the worst FOMO I ever felt was with Gunslinger Spawn, which you
Yeah.
can still get at a discount to this day. Um, because the first Spawn figure came out and it was gone everywhere, and then the next version of it came out and it was gone everywhere, and like that happened for a while, and then they announced Gunslinger Spawn, and I knew a guy who fucking was able to get them, and I was just like, dude, what do you want? And he was like, well, I'd like some like diorama stuff. I was like, okay, what do you want? What kind of diorama stuff do you want? Because I was still building like all the time back then, and he said, well, I just built this cabin for the Dreadnoks. Is there anything you could do to help that out? I built this guy this giant U-shaped diorama that he could fit the cabin right on top of, and the cabin was 2 foot by 2 foot.
Oh wow, that's
So
huge.
so I built a diorama that could go around it that looks like a hill coming out of a swamp.
That's fucking dope.
That diorama is still in a fucking box over there because by the time I got it done, he could not afford the shipping.
Oh really?
Dude, it was $180 to ship that thing. It's fucking huge.
Really? Wow, dude. Wow, dude. I wonder if I flew out to your place. I wonder if I'd qualify as a carry-on.
It's too big for a
I'll
carry-on.
wear it as a hat. I'm like, you can't tell me I can't wear this hat. You're being intolerant. I'm a crazy hat person. You
Yeah,
have
me
to wear it.
shipping it over, but but you're in a band, dude. You could just do a little North Coast tour with your band and just throw it in the van.
Oh God, man, I don't know. I don't know if I could fucking stand being in a bus with those fucking guys for like a week.
Yeah, it would only be a week though. It wouldn't be that long.
I've never trialed it, man. I've never trialed it. You know, you really know if you're friends if you go on tour with your band. That's what all bands say. And it's like fucking like, yeah, because you're like, dude, like these dudes are like farting and like burping in the same space you are, and it's like just like, oh man.
Yeah, one of my bands, this grindcore band I was in, we went on the U.S. tour, and before we were halfway done with the tour, we had another bass player hired in the town
Oh
we lived at.
wow.
We already had it lined up. We made a few emails, and we were like, "We're kicking this motherfucker out. Can you play bass for us when we get back?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, okay."
Oh wow. Would you just like here's some fucking plane money, get lost, or just get lost?
It's a big long story. Long story short, he had a terrible girlfriend. We actually, have you ever heard of the band Phobia?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, we ran into this band Phobia. They were another grindcore band, and his girlfriend was driving them on tour, and we ran into them. And the first thing that happens, we actually we're playing a show with them. The first thing in a sewer in San Diego, which was cool, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Played a show in a sewer. It was nuts. But the singer comes running up to our van. He's like, "Where the fuck is your bass player?" I'm not gonna say his name, but where's your bass player? I want to see if he's got fucking shit to say to me. Because apparently she caught him cheating on his fucking wife and called his fucking wife, and then he was like, and he's stuck in a van with her driving them on tour after fucking breaking up his fucking marriage.
Oh my god.
And like, yeah, and I told him halfway through the tour, I was like, "No, dude, I don't like your girl. She sucks, dude." And that was it. Like, you wanted to fight me every fucking night. And
wow.
yeah, so like I said, around that time we had already had bass play lined up.
Oh, that's fucking wild, dude. Ian had a question here. What do you think? What do you think, Deadman? Is there a limit on army building? Like, when do you actually have an army?
When you feel like it.
Yeah, man, that's a good answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really big into army building, but I got the Death Troopers, like the black stormtrooper things.
Oh yeah,
I got like 6 of those. I got quite a handful of stormtroopers. I got a good handful of Cobra troopers too. It's just whenever you feel like you're done. I'll tell you one thing. One thing I'm fucking nowhere near done building an army with is these little guys, these Tyranids.
Oh, dude, Tyranids! Don't even get me started, man. I want to buy so many of them. I'm like, ugh.
I just bought a 3-pack and one of the bigger ones on AliExpress within the last 2 weeks.
Do you like those big ones with the fucking swords?
Yeah, I bought one of those. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And then I got. So right now I only have 2 of those ones and 2 of these McFarlane ones.
Oh, okay. Actually, I never thought about buying the McFarlane ones are on clearance all the time at my GameStop.
Yeah, and they're cool and they work. They actually work for the scale. Even though they're so much bigger, Gene Stealers are huge. So this works. This works.
Oh, okay. We got Eddie. What's going on, man? A new arrival in the chat here.
Saw, dude. Saw.
New profile with the 7s on it.
That was me. I made that logo.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's a cool logo, man. Good job.
Yeah, I made his first one. So like when he decided to rebrand himself as the same thing with the 7, he asked me to make him another one, so I did.
Hey, why not, man?
Yeah.
Oh, Ian Sweeney again. I could always tell the rich kids how many stormtroopers they had. Yeah, but world building and army building, that's a safe bet. So yeah, that's what I always tell my wife, because she's like she has her own toy collection that's like, X-Files and like that Hero show and a few Marvel Legends, like all the girl ones anyways. But that's a safe bet, because I can just be like, point out a bunch of like Cobra troopers and be like, if you see any of these guys, like that's cool, or if you see any of these guys, that's cool. Like it's an army builder, right? So you can't go wrong.
Well, and if you're doing 118 too, like then you can get like static figures that are that in that scale, or the 5 points that are cheap. Like
you're almost better in a position if you're a customizer or a world builder, because you can take like oh, someone got me the Squid Games Jedi guy from the Acolyte twice, and then you just swap his head out. He's a different Jedi or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, those are going on sale right now too. All that fucking Acolyte shit. I'm like, woo, that's like real quick to sale. But I don't know. I don't think they're gonna see all these, man. I think they're gonna get clearanced out at where they are right now.
They might. I mean, usually stuff at Ollie's. Well, I don't know that one wave of the Eternals.
Oh,
that was at clearance everywhere before it ended up in Ollie's.
dude, I was like, it's still at clearance at places. At my Walmart in my small town, they still have Eternals figures. They're
Yeah,
still trying to get like $27 on clearance. I'm like, that's not clearance.
now Walmart's is stupid like that.
But I went to the States and I had to do it because as a joke, I went down on, yeah, well, I'm here. I'm going to finish my Eternals set and it'll be all good. So I ended up going around. I think I only bought 2 at Ollie's. Then when me and Timbo went to that village market, the 90% off toys,
Yeah.
they had all of them. And I think I picked like, I paid like $1.19 per Eternal figure that I fucking picked up because they were already only like $12 or something stupid. So now, and then I got home and opened them. And now the Eternals will like have a special little place like on one of these shelves near my ceiling. That'll always just remind me of like that, like
That little
initial
trip.
trip back to the States after like so many years, man. Dude, it had to have been like, I bet you it's been 15 years since I've been to the States before my last 2 trips. I was like, holy shit, it's been a while, man.
Shit, I haven't been to Canada since I was like 19.
Yeah, same with Zilla. He came up, drove all the way up here to play football or something like that in London, Ontario. So,
Yeah, the last time I was there, you didn't need a passport.
oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I think the last time I was there 15 years ago, I don't think you needed a passport, but you had to have like a license or some bullshit. I can't even remember, dude. It was like at the end of high school, we decided we went over to like Detroit and like fucked around for like a weekend. But, oh, it's good, man. But oh, dude, this next Joe wave has me like in the FOMO like so fucking bad.
Yeah,
Dude, especially that what's it why can Xandar there? That
yeah.
Dreadnought.
I want him. I stopped buying classified except for Dreadnoks, and I haven't bought a single one since Torch.
Sup, Redeemer?
Redeemer said he wanted to hop in tonight if he could.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like,
well, you didn't you tell me we were gonna let people in?
yeah, if they wanted to. I wasn't sure. I kind of got scared off after that after that one weekend there, but yeah, I don't know. If you want to talk about it, I can pop over to Instagram and drop him an invite.
Yeah, you could do that if you want.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
I would just drop in the chat. I already told hella people that they could hop in if they wanted to. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We'd always kick them out, man. We'd always kick them out.
True. All right.
But we could also blast through this FOMO segment before we let them in, you know.
All right, yeah, that works. We'll do that, but I'm going to take the chance here, and I'm about to drop the link to this show in the chat right now. I should have pinned it, but I didn't.
So scroll up, people, scroll up. But yeah, Xandar, I want Xandar. I do. I'm probably gonna end up getting him.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that fucking Saw Viper, dude. Oh, dude, let me find the picture of it. I got a picture of him on his own. Oh, dude, these are like so good. Redeemer, what's up, bro?
Redeemer, what's up? Redeemer has like the fucking most awesome story.
Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back. I gotta say peace. 1 second.
All right. We're gonna hold you to that. But yeah, dude, I don't know who does Hasbro's toy photography, but like some of these are like such good fucking pictures.
That's not bad. That's not a bad photo. I've seen you drop some photos that are just as good as this one though.
Yeah, I definitely like that. What's that one? I don't know. It's so simple, but you had like the close-up challenge or a portrait.
Yeah,
I just did that Space Marine helmet, like in the black and white with kind of like the flaring eyes and stuff. It was so simple, man. But I love that pic. I should have loaded it up tonight. But yeah, a lot of people are bitching though that this, toy fans, right? Like, well, you can't just enjoy stuff for what it is. But
Oh, no.
they're complaining that he's a saw viper and they've put a tiny chainsaw on the front of his gun that comes off. You can take it off and throw it in the garbage if you want to. But people are like so up in arms over this chainsaw on the gun. I'm like, dude, what? That's fucking dope.
Yeah, and he's a saw viper.
Yeah. It's like, has nobody ever played like Gears of War or fucking like Warhammer or anything? Like everything with a chain as a sword is awesome. Like,
Chain
This is a good
sword.
character?
what's that?
It's a saw viper. From
The saw viper from the Classified series.
Yeah, G.I. Joe Classified.
Yeah, we're just talking about a little bit of FOMO, but hey, man, Canada Post is finally taking packages, so I can finally send you that goddamn Warhammer tank and the fucking custom figures. I was like, yes, finally. But yeah, Friday was the first day they were taking packages again because they're so overwhelmed.
My boy Redeemer here ain't got no time for his own right now, though.
No, dude. I mean, I do. After this week, I'm off on the 28th. So like, I'm off every Saturday. So 28th is the start of my being off every Saturday, every weekend, basically.
Nice.
But that's only one day.
Are you at work right now?
Yes, I am.
I didn't think
He's
you
got
were
a
into
cool.
fun-
He's got
I
a
didn't
cool
think you were
job.
into Funko Pops that much.
He's got a cool job.
It's Funko Pops, comic books, action figures, statues, light up holograms, Pokemon cards, Magic cards, all sorts of crap for all sorts of collectors, man. I'm even gonna get GI Joes in the store.
And what is the coolest thing about that store, Redeemer?
I co-own the store. It's mine.
Oh, congratulations! That's
I've
awesome.
known this guy for what 2.5 years, and he's not been able to hold down a job ever. And now all of a sudden, he's co-owner of a store.
Okay, so I've had a rough patch. Last year was what I've been telling people, my year of loss. You know, my old man passed away, lost my job, lost my girlfriend, and it had been nothing but a spiral down nightmare. Wenzilla, Deadman, Collector 117, Nimai, Darks, Doubloon, Thrice, PL Toy Photography. I'm trying to remember everybody. Skelly, like all those names and probably more have helped me financially because I've been going through it. And that's not for lack of trying, because if these guys didn't know if they in any way thought that I was sitting around eating shit, then they would have not even sent me a dime. So they know of what I've been going through, my trials, my tribulations, how much I've tried. And like I told people, dude, I went to this interview to just apply as an employee. And when the CEO heard my story, he offered me the ladder. And he has, and I took it, dude. I'm climbing it right now as I speak. Here every single day, 13 hours a day.
All the hours are long, but
hey,
dude, when I work 13 hours, I get overtime, so it's awesome.
I'm chilling. So like, I mean, I'm here right now. Look, I'm in a chat with you guys. This is my place, my own place. I'm playing Gunship Rads while I'm listening and talking to you guys. Like, I'm chilling. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be painting up some victims of Deadman up in that bitch too.
I am. I can bring my paint. I can paint while I'm here. I can have, like I said, I have music. I have anime, like the TV back there playing what I want. And yeah, bro, I eat here, chill. I'm the one that opens, closes. It's my space, my place. And like it's called Metropolis Comics. Whoever is watching, if anyone does watch it, you can follow the page. I've posted some things, and also like since it's my place, I'm gonna try to get my hands on action figures and stuff. Have some fluctuations. So if anyone is looking for anything, you can also ask me. So yeah.
Nice.
Awesome, dude. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you're landing on your feet.
Nothing like a wholesaler's discount either, man.
There you go.
You gotta start stocking that Warhammer so you can get that wholesaler price for yourself.
Bro, I am 100%. I've spoken to the CEO. I've told them, look, man, like SH figures. I feel like some Mezcos just to blow people's minds. People have come in here looking for certain things, and like just asking for action figures. And like some people that like a majority of people that come in here, bro, don't even know about like the third party action figure world, which is like crazy phenomenal. You know,
like Limb Toys and Patriot Studios.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
and also Rad's like, if anyone knows, and if anyone who's on my friends list or on Rad's friends list or on Dead Man's friends list, whatever the hell, look up the page and so that I can follow you guys as well from that page. So I'm following Dead Man from my comic book page. Yeah,
that's dope, man. That is crazy. What a fucking I don't know. I noticed you were like probably not at your place. I wasn't sure if you were that into Funko Pops, but people are.
The wall is
People
orange
love 'em.
behind him. That's pretty normal.
Yeah, people are, man. But no, that's dope, man. I'm glad you are happy and going forward. That is awesome.
and as I shot the arrow in the dark, and there were several bullseyes in that darkness, and in that darkness there was one golden bullseye I couldn't see, and hoping that arrow would hit that bullseye, and it did.
That's cool, man. That is awesome. All right. Well, all right, Dead Man. I think I got one more for the FOMO that pissed me right off, dude. So this stupid freaking vamp, it was like, that was the one that I was like, I'm going to wait because everything else, like the other Cobra vehicles were like going on sale, like the Python death bubble thing or whatever. But this is one that I skipped on and I was like, I'll grab it later. Dude, this thing is like 3 times what people are paid for it originally now, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, and they put it out as the Cobra Cube 2, right? Like,
yeah, well, no, the Cobra one's not bad. The Cobra one's like $100. This thing's like $300 or $400 on the second.
Well, and and we're gonna see so many versions of this before it comes back to this, because you're gonna have to get Night Force and all this other fucking Joe shit, and that's just one of the reasons why I just fucking hate Hasbro.
Yeah, well, where is $300 item?
What's that, the Deemer?
That Jeep is a $300 item.
Yeah, man, like that's what
it is now. It's not what it originally sold for.
Retail for like $100, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That was $99 in the States.
Yeah. So it was about $130 or whatever. But yeah, you can still get the Stinger for retail on Amazon, but this thing's like ridiculous. I've like 3D printed them, but they're not as cool as like this is. So I was kind of pissed off. I rolled the dice. I was like, I'll play the long game on that one, man. That's gonna go on clearance. Nope.
Yeah.
Screwed on that.
It's like the original motorcycle. Like that thing fucking came out. I got it as soon as I could because I knew we were gonna see 100 different paint jobs on that thing before we ever saw it in green again. And we still haven't seen it in green.
No, still haven't.
100 different paint jobs, but not green.
Yeah. Well, no, there's one with clutch that is green, like the original release. Yeah, the original release. And then I picked up the Tiger Force Duke one. And that's another one I paid full price for. And then found out my buddy went to the States. He's like, "Oh, that thing's like $20 at Ollie's, dude." I'm like, "What? Are you fucking kidding me, man? I paid like $75 for that stupid motorcycle and like Duke."
Yeah, I think
Tiger Force bullshit.
I think I even saw that at Ollie's 2 Octobers ago.
Oh, dude, they always get you though, and it's like those stupid and Marvel Legends is another one that I got burned on that Black Chrysanthemum, that this Wookiee dude from Star Wars.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I got burned on him, so that he comes out in the vintage collection, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get him right away. So what's the first thing I see on the pegs at Ollie's when I'm hanging out with Zilla is like all of these fucking black Wookiee dudes for like $10. I'm like, are you fucking kidding
me? And they're actually on the pegs too. They're not even in that section where you have to dig through everything.
No. They're like right out front, like right for you just like to just pluck.
That's when you know it's bad, when the action figure's appropriately placed where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, always, man. And same with this stupid Mandalorian ship. I paid full price for this, and it was like $100 and some in Canada, like 120 or something. I forget.
At the 118th, right?
Yeah, the 118th Mando ship. And then I go back to like EB Games, and they're clearing them out at like $52. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
When I flip the camera, is that even possible? Hold on, let me see. I don't remember.
You'll have to back out, flip your camera, and come back. Oh no, you can.
Oh no, you can.
Let me show you. Let
I
me
didn't know you
show
could
you
do it.
something, Reds. Let me show you something, Reds.
All
Uh-oh.
right. Why don't you give us a little oh, look at that thing. That's cool, man.
Oh, I got one of those.
Oh, that's Power of the Force 90s.
No, mine is in the 90s.
That's a new one. Oh, dude, that's a legacy. What do you guys got on that one? What are you selling that for?
I don't know yet. I can let you know if you're interested.
Yeah, definitely like let me know. I know I'm gonna have to like take into account shipping and shit, but oh dude, the droid. What's the fucking droid there?
This thing,
Yeah.
it's just like it's a prop.
Oh, it looks like
It's
somebody
a
take
straight up trash can. It's exactly what Han Solo would call it.
looks like something it looks like somebody take a poop in out in the woods or something. Dude, look at this place. Look at this joint. It's fucking hopping. Are those all graded books on the wall?
Yeah, it's a graded. Yeah.
What's the coolest one you got there? It's not that one.
No, the coolest one. I haven't really we still have some in the storage, bro. I think my favorite right now would probably be the Venom. Maybe this one here is one of my favorites.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool. Yeah, that's a
That
nice
one, or the Wolverine, because the cover kind of reminds me of the Thing. I feel like that's what they're going for with this.
Oh yeah, totally. That's not bad.
That's a good book too.
Wow,
And we got
this fucking place. Oh, you even got drinks too to spill all over your cards and comics.
Oh yeah.
No open
That-
drinks in the store, assholes.
keychains, posters.
Oh, you got Star Wars figures there too, man. Holy shit. That's
Yes.
cool, man. We're definitely gonna have to have like I'm gonna call you on Instagram while you're at work someday and we're gonna look at those.
Yeah, bro.
You
100%.
guys-
I have.
You guys need to set up an online store as well, Redeemer.
I know, brother. I know. I'm
You totally do.
one step at a time. But 100%. I'm so happy, bro, and I don't even know, man.
Looks like a nice store too. You got the fancy entrance there, and it's nice and clean, and there's like no bullet holes and stuff.
Are you in a mall?
Yeah, I am. Look, I see right there. If anyone who's ever talked to me on a live or done anything will notice that there's an orange wall behind me.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier that the wall was orange, so that's kind of normal. Did you actually get that wall painted orange? Nice.
Really? That's awesome, dude. Cheers.
Yeah,
Orange is a good color.
it's just that Deadman knows that when I was starting in my studio, my room was orange, and that wall stayed orange for such a long time, like the longest. But yes, I am at a mall. Let me show you real quick.
Oh, here we go. We're going for the mall tour.
And that's the exit. Let me get up and show you real fast. Because we are 8. Whoa, holy hell! I'm 7
Are you
minutes from
guys,
closing.
are you guys the only like comic game store in the mall? Oh, dude, that's awesome.
He's a big dude, huge. Like
That's wild, dude. Nice mall.
thank you.
That place is clean and shiny.
Hmm?
Yeah, I know, eh? It's so shiny and clean. That mall.
So, my boys, love you guys. I have to close the shop.
All right.
6
All
minutes. All right?
Thanks for hopping in and show us your shot, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that was totally cool, dude. Thanks.
Love you, homies. That's right. I blew you boys a kiss. All right.
Buddy.
All right, guys. See you guys later, man.
Yeah, take it easy, man. Dude, that's awesome, man. Like that's
That's an uplifting story right there.
that was obviously as had shared his story with myself and Deadman. We knew what was going on, but no, it's great to see him land on his feet and running now. And yeah, man, well, that's fucking cool. I'm definitely gonna hit him up with a couple things. Like I might need that Star Wars droid to poop in the woods or something like that.
It looked about the right height.
Dude, that was so cool. I would totally like put garbage in that thing.
Oh hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Garbage
Right.
can. But yeah, getting back to our oh man, dude, yeah, no, definitely Adam, which is great to hear. Redeemer is the store. No, they need to get some online presence for that store, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So, but you can hit Redeemer up directly, and if there's anything you're looking for, he can probably hook you up there.
Yeah.
But back to this stupid fuck, dude. They got me with this fucking wave too, Hasbro. I have to do that fucking Blackheart Build-A-Figure, but look at all the like,
Look at all the garbage you have to buy
oh,
to think Blackheart.
dude. And then
Well,
fucking, the one I would want for my Wolverine shelf doesn't even come with a Build-A-Figure part.
yeah, Wolverine never does. He's also always 2 per case because he's the more popular character in the line every time they do this. So they don't give him a Build-A-Figure piece, and they always put 2 of them in a case. So there's extra.
Like, I only know of like, okay, Moon Knight. I have the version that I want. I don't really like that version. Dracula, like, big deal. Like, I don't really care about Dracula too much. No fucking clue who Brother Voodoo is. I don't know if that's a new comic book thing or
No,
what it
that's
is.
some old stuff.
Then we got the cast off here, the Damien Hellstorm or whatever from the Marvel Legends Engines of Vengeance tier or whatever.
Yeah, the thing we'll never see because it's not suitable for children.
Well, and then the Odd Frog too said he was going to send the wholesale cost for the Bandito for that van, but no, like Lilith. Actually, I only know of the Midnight Sun storyline now because I played the Xbox game or whatever, so I know of like Lilith and all that shit. Bloodstorm, it's all right, I guess, but yeah, damn it, Hasbro, like you get us with these fucking waves.
Well, that Vampire Storm is cool.
Oh yeah, Bloodstorm's really cool for sure, dude. And then but no, like, but they're stupid, like they're HasLabs and all that crap. I love how they did this campaign for the Sentinels. How you pre-order them and you don't have to pay for them until they come out like next November. So that's like a different, like, I don't know if Hasbro would want to like gamble on that every single time, but I heard like the rumor is that this format is going to replace their HasLab format that they've had
I
going.
wouldn't doubt it. Everybody in the community bitches about them fucking crowdfunding.
Well, and if they want to drop 2 HasLabs within a month, like a Marvel Legends and a GI Joe one, and they do it like you can actually plan to pay for it when it comes out, kind of thing, instead of trying to have like
Instead of them taking your money for a year before you see it.
Yeah, so to me, I do like the idea of that, but I pre-ordered 2 of these Sentinels. Like, they're not like, they're a little different, but yeah, the animated series was my jam. So I'm happy to, like, a year from now in November, I'll be getting 2 of these Sentinels, so that'll be pretty wild.
Nice. Not too long ago, I actually gifted Skelly the old 18-inch one from Marvel Legends when they came with the.
Oh yeah, I've got one of those. Yeah, no, that's a cool Sentinel. There was 2 versions. There was a silver and purple, and the purple on purple one. So I think the purple on purple is like the way more rare one. So
The purple on purple is the one that I gifted him. I got it on Amazon for like, it was so cheap, dude. It was like $40.
yeah, well, when they first came out, after a little while, they were, and now they're. I think that Sentinel is about $120 loose.
Yeah.
For just a Sentinel, like it was for the 1/18th Wolverine and all that shit.
Yeah, let's not talk about what it's going for.
Yeah.
I pretty much gifted it to Skelly. I mean,
oh wow,
he sent me some stuff in return eventually, actually pretty quickly, but I didn't ask for anything.
oh dude, that's like fucking crazy. And then the last one that we're gonna do for the FOMO thing, dude, I slept on this one and I was like, it's gonna go on sale, it's gonna be everywhere, and I still can't find it for less than like $100. Dude, I got so burned on this. I was like, it's gonna be everywhere. So if anybody in the chat has one that's like they want to sell me for a reasonable price, or actually the original Lizard, the Build-A-Figure one. But dude, I slept on this. I'm like, it's gonna be everywhere because I saw so many of them, and I was like, there was other shit I was buying, and now I'm left without anything at all. That's like literally the only Spider-Man figure that I do not have for the Like that will literally complete my villains gallery. So I'm just like, all right.
That's hilarious because I mean I knew that one was not going to be one that you were going to be able to find again. It was retro carded and everything.
Yeah.
They don't retro cards. Unless they re-release it with a different color scheme, you're not going to get it again usually.
No, and I don't know. I'm like trying to think about how I could get like, because I have an extra like lab coat for a beast that I got off Pirates of the Galaxy. So even if I can find that like the movie Lizard Buck and like rip the head off, and I have the Build-A-Figure head that looks like a Velociraptor or a T-Rex or whatever, I could probably make that work. But I don't know.
That probably works.
But yeah, I'll just have to make it work. But yeah, man, definitely been burned by FOMO. But there's like other stuff too that there's lines that I wish I collected, but for either, you know, obviously we're not all millionaires. We're not going to buy like every single toy line or space or something like that. Like throw it down the chat too. If there's a toy line that you want to collect, but for say financial reasons or, you know, whatever, you don't have space.
Or you just weren't collecting at the time because I know there's a line I told you about that I was I wanted to buy them, but at the time I just wasn't collecting.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. So by the time these were on my radar, my first one here, it was way too late. Like it was too deep, man. I wish I got in on Mythic Legions on the ground floor and maybe like I don't know if I would have gone into classified because obviously these are like premium expensive figures and I think they're 100% worth it. But yeah,
I think they're getting there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like
I have quite a few Legions, and the first ones I got were on a trade. Never thought I was going to care about them, but the first few I got in hand, I was like, these things are fucking cool.
Oh, dude, yeah, they're so good. Like even this like collection here, like they have the skeleton warriors, the dwarves, like pretty much everything you could possibly think of in the fantasy realm.
Yeah,
And then
I found
some really cool photography from for I don't know, there was no credit on the pictures. They were just like random Google searches, but this is what I would do with Mythic Legions. I'd have all these like crazy fucking battles going on and people getting stabbed and like, dude, this is so good. Like, fuck.
Yeah, Mythic Legions are cool. They really are, and they're up in their game too. I guess they're moving toward double jointed elbows and knees like very soon, which is cool because the line needs it. Because this kind of, as far as articulation goes, is kind of behind the times.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Like their detail, like the armors and the like. Look at those. Like, I wish I had a close up, but even the skulls and like, yeah, man, they're definitely like one of the like higher end toy companies for sure. Like, look at this crazy bullshit.
Got that set right there as a tip for a diorama that I built.
Oh, nice, dude. Like this guy is so fucking cool.
Like that horse is right here.
That's awesome, dude. Oh yeah, it's one of the ones that caught my eye for sure. And then they're coming out with dragons and shit.
Yeah,
what
that dragon is gonna be crazy, man. I'm it's nuts. Everybody's gonna buy it. Everyone's gonna buy that thing. And the last that I heard is they said it's gonna be somewhere between $200 and $700.
What? Oh my god, man.
Well, I mean, that dude, I mean, see that guy in the red there? That's a normal sized Mythic Legion figure. Oh, wow. This fucking dragon is humongous.
Well, no, I knew when I saw that troll or whatever, I was like, holy shit, that fucking dragon is like massive.
Yeah, that troll is freaking huge. I don't own a troll, but I know they're big. I mean, that horse comes up to his elbow, and I just showed you how big that horse was.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I know that I've only seen like a few legions in person, but I've definitely seen a horse. But and the flame effects too. Like holy fuck, man! Like what is going on there?
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one, and so many people are gonna buy it.
Oh yeah, dude. Like these, like I think this one was like an exclusive for like Legion Con like last year.
Oh yeah, that's one of Trevor's right there.
Oh, is it?
Trevor, 1/6 shooter. He's the guy that takes photos for Mythic Legions. So he
Oh,
took
wow.
this photo. This is definitely one of his photos.
That'd be a sweet gig to have. But we were talking about your figures, and I had no idea these even existed. But yeah, so you got your crew here. Like, what a creep show, dude.
Yep. These are mostly statues. Like a lot of them don't move at all. The only one that actually in this photo, I don't even think Pinhead moves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And since this wave NECA put out, they've only put out Pinhead since in the Ultimates form where he's like articulated and everything.
Okay.
And
I kind of like their the
I
place.
need this, and not a single one of these things go for under $100 right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nuts, dude.
yeah,
No,
they are crazy, and they are super cool.
I love this place that I would use that in like world building, like so many ways. I would make like an awesome, like, I don't know, put like Major Blood in like a torture chamber, like torturing a GI Joe dude or something like that. But yeah,
yeah, yeah. This is definitely, Ben. You're hitting me in the heart right now.
right.
So I can't justify tracking all those down.
Well, what's that place that go for?
I have no idea. I've never even looked, man. Because
Okay,
like I said, the figures themselves go for over $100 a piece.
Oh yeah, man. CB671 Hellraiser does rock. What's the one where he like gets the CDs or whatever, and the guy's like shooting CDs at people, killing them?
That's Hellraiser 3.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the first one that I didn't care for too much. But I like Hellraiser 1 and 2 so much that I don't care. Like,
Oh,
you know,
dude, I
got
remember.
you got those things that you love the property so much you don't care how terrible it is. A lot of people out there with Star Wars are the same way, you know. I personally don't care too much about how bad they fucked up Star Wars, but I don't feel the need to buy the figures anymore. So I am feeling it, but it's not high on my mind.
I got.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it sort of does. Yeah.
No, but there's still tons of people out there that are still into Star Wars no matter what.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you'll be on the same page with the next round of collectibles, but I had wished I got in early on the NECA turtle thing, man. I kind of wish I did now.
So much fucking turtle shit by NECA. So much.
Oh, dude, and they like go to like now they've got like there's animated stuff, there's movie stuff, there's dude, like holy shit. Like and like I
love those turtles.
Dude, I grew up mostly with like I was watching the cartoon in like public school. And then my buddy was like, "Oh, hey, no, like they got a comic book," and I'm like, "What?" And it was the Eastman and Laird, the original one. So he would lend me the issues as he read them, and I would give them back to him. But I read like the original issues, and I was like, "Dude, this is like such a like different thing than the cartoon." And it was like,
you're like, why did they even make a Shredder, dude? He died in episode.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and they're so violent.
Done. Yeah, another cool thing about those comics is like the turtles would be like just kicking it around the sewers or whatever. They'd be wearing like Metallica shirts or AC/DC shirts or something like that. Like,
yeah, well, and it was like and it was funny because I would go to like family Christmas or a family function, and obviously all my cousins and stuff were into turtles, but I would try and explain to them about the comic book, and they're like, no, like, yeah, whatever. They probably thought I was full of shit.
They're like pizza, dude.
yeah. And I was like, no, they kill the foot soldiers. The foot soldiers are humans, and they like stab them and like break their necks and shit. And it's like, no. And then all of a sudden, Archie came out with like their cartoony comic book, so they thought I was talking about that, and it was a whole fucking thing. But I don't know, dude. I love the original comic books, man. That is like, dude, I've been a turtle fan since like day fucking one, man. And
yeah, I love that in that last photo. I love the design of those turtles because it's so much like the cartoon or the comic book. They're all wearing red. They look like fucking turtles. They don't look like buff men wearing a turtles shell, you know.
Yeah, like the Michael Bay turtles are too much for me. They shouldn't be like, I think they should be like kind of about the size of a person, but not like towering over them and like look like the Incredible fucking Hulk. Like, no.
I think no.
But they like NECA spans everything. Like you got the baby turtle set here with the
Dude,
pizzas.
how fucking adorable is this? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not super into turtles, but like, there's been a lot of the shit I've wanted to buy just because it's cute or just because it's fucking cool.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
like, you got an ice cream pizza there. Like I don't know, man. Like it's really fucking cool. But that's kind of like what I wished I got in on the ground floor. But it is what it is, right? Maybe someday. But like as far as like NECA Turtles, Mythic Legions, like they're just way too deep into those now. Like I would never ever be able to like catch up to the point where I would be satisfied with what I had. Like I'd probably like go to the poorhouse, like trying to like I've just got that personality. It's like Joy Toy, where it's like I buy one and then I next week I have like 10.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't do that, like, especially like with the Joy Toy Warhammer shit. Like,
well, for me, it's like I don't like just like blow my money on it or whatever. But like when I got into Joy Toy, I had all these vintage turtles. Like I had a whole shelf of vintage turtles. Most of them were complete. So my buddy Rob, who runs a toy store, drives down. He's like, "I'll give you like whatever, like $1,100 for everything." And it's like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm happy with that. Then I can take that and put it into my hobby. Well, whenever I do like a deep dive, like into like Joy Toy or something, I always have to let something else go. And I think at this point, I don't really
you look
want
like you're about to cry, Rad. Chill out.
I'm not crying.
It's okay, man. It's
I
okay.
don't want to sell my toys, man. I don't want to sell it. Not that being said, though, NECA has had some misses. Like, look at these fucking atrocities. These are the worst fucking turtle figures I've
Yeah.
ever seen in my life. Look at those fucking faces.
Yeah, that's bad.
Dude, like Buddy should pull those lights tight and put himself
The,
into his misery.
and then the funniest thing about this is those are all the same face, aren't they?
Pretty much. But they just like what's
It's
with the
God, it's atrocious though. It's God, these do look terrible.
like Donatello looks like he's gonna eat his own fucking hand. Like, what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on here? And this is
Yeah.
NECA, dude. Like, what the Christ? Like,
Well,
holy
I mean, okay, so let's be fair. The sculpts are good. It's just ugly.
yeah, like it's a little too like it's almost like I don't know that look at like Michelangelo's face is just fucking horrifying, man. Oh my god, it's just such fucking ugly action figures, dude. And then there's like other ones in the ugly world. Do you know what this is supposed to be?
Is that Ace Ventura? Gus's B. Arthur?
It's supposed to be Aunt May from Spider-Man.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
No, dude.
It looks like does it not look like Ace Ventura dressed as fucking B.
Dude,
Arthur?
it looks like fucking Gary Busey dressed as a woman.
Okay, I can see that too. I can see that too.
Like, oh my god, that's supposed to be a fucking like this came out like I think in the early 2000s, supposed to be like some special like Marvel whatever fucking bullshit. And I'm like, holy crap, dude. Like what's even like in her hand? Is that supposed to be a purse or is that like a
It
fucking
looks.
later or
I don't know, man. It looks like a wicker basket with a toilet seat in
it does look like an evil old woman in Legion.
it. Look at the chin on this woman.
It is, dude. It looks like Gary Busey. Totally. It fucking does, man. I swear to God. Dude, that ugly action figure. And then they've got oh dude, remember the first Marvel Legends Rogue?
Oh yeah.
Oof, dude. Look at that fucking face.
Oh God.
God, man. Looks like she tried to kiss a Mack truck at fucking 80 miles an hour. What the fuck? No, this is a notoriously known like gross head sculpt. But yeah. It's like wow, dude. Look at that drunk old man Yoda.
I love it. It looks like my boss.
That's hilarious, dude. He
I-
reminds me of like some fucking old drunk old man, like 90 years old, just drunk every day.
Well, my boss is only he's only 10 years older than I am, but he looks this old. And like honestly, you put this on the screen and I started like my brain started talking about cabinet measurements like right away. I, I was like 30 and a quarter, 28 and 5/8. Like like just
Yeah, because that's what. Yeah, you're probably thinking that because that's what he'd be like. Hey, dead man, are you all done the job yet?
no, he just drills me on the measurements for everything all the fucking time because I have a terrible memory.
Because he probably calls you dead man at work.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does.
But yeah, there's just some gross stuff. Dude, these were official like Marvel releases of the Fantastic Four.
Dude, look at the pink faces. What year was this? What year was this?
This is like 1994. Like this is like I know 94 is a while ago, but as far as toy quality goes, these should have been a lot better.
Dude,
But
we had Todd toys in 1994, and those sculpts were fucking killer.
dude, but I couldn't believe this was an official like Toy Biz or some whoever fucking Marvel release in the 90s. I was like, wow, dude, look at the thing and like and Invisible Woman. I'm just like, what?
Look at this. Look at the stands attached to their feet. The Invisible Woman looks like Jesus Christ. Rat, I'm done with this, Rat. I can't look at this anymore.
Human Torch just looks like he's a human and had the flesh peeled off him or something. I was like, holy fuck, man.
Human Torch, aka Frank Cotton.
Yeah.
Back to Hellraiser.
WTF is right. CB671. That was like fucking atrocious, man. Yeah, cake toppers. That's probably what they were, man.
I bet you they were.
Dude, if I saw those on my cake, I would eat the cake. I would just be like, no, I can't eat that cake now that those have touched it. Just can't do it.
Well, I like cake, so I would totally just slap them off the cake, pretend like they were never there.
That's all you can do, man. And then get so drunk that you can't even remember what they were. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, I don't. Speaking of so drunk, you don't remember. Was there a cake at Phil's wedding? I don't remember.
Oh shit, I don't even remember either. Was there? Yeah, there had to be. Yeah, I think it was.
I mean, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, there was a whole thing. It was good food, man. That was a crazy fucking trail too. Like the
It
whole
was.
like bush thing, and like we parked like back in like the apocalypse like safe zone and all that.
And
I don't know.
And they put yellow tape up to show you where not to go.
Yeah, you
instead of lighting the path that you would take.
Well, they tried to, but they had those like solar lamps out. I was like, oh, those aren't gonna like charge.
Oh yeah, those were like the 83 cents Walmart.
Yeah, or like Dollar General.
We should probably stop fucking talking shit on Phil's wedding.
Oh man, it was awesome, man. It was great to go down there and see you guys and like.
It was a great time. It was cool to meet Tone as well. Tone was cool.
Yeah, I know Tone is cool. We had him on the show a couple weeks ago. I think I am going to be on his podcast when I go back down at the end of January. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, he does like you got to be in the same room with him, right? Like,
yeah, totally. But I think he's in Saginaw, which isn't bad. That's closer to Bay City than Flint is, I think. I can't remember.
Well, Winslow lives in Bay City.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Saginaw is like closer as far as. But I don't know. Flint's fucking crazy, dude. I hope they get their shit together. There's like, dude, there's like streets you go to drive down a street on the GPS. It's totally fucked. It's like done. It's closed. It looks like the fencing and stuff was set up 10 years ago. Like they just started it 10 years ago and just decided to never finish it.
Well, wasn't it in like the in the 2000 teens where like there was like all this stuff in the news about like the drinking water in Flint being like flammable from the fracking and like all that. Like, yeah. That place has been through some shit, and like, and we're talking about the Midwest too. So like, we're talking about like, so people used to come into the East Coast, and the East Coast was all pristine and pretty and all that stuff, and they'd move them out to the Midwest to mine shit. You know, so
Yeah.
I went to a museum when I was out there, and like I took a photo of like this log. I'll send you the photo after this if you remind
Yeah,
me.
man.
I sent a photo. I took a photo of it. It was just like a one page of the log of like deaths in the mines and how they were and how they died. And one of like 5 of them were blasted. Like that was their death. Like
They just got blown up.
they were blasted. Like,
Fuck.
but they were mining salt, copper, and iron all in the same mines.
Oh.
Like so much going on. Like just they were just raping the land. It was terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. There was like some crazy shit I saw while I was down there. It was just fucking nuts. But yeah, Dead Man, we're over the hour, well over the hour. But yeah, no, it was an awesome time tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out, especially I guess my co-host or my partner in crime tonight, Dead Man.
Well, thank you.
For,
It was fun.
yeah, man. Thanks for coming out and having some laughs. Thanks to everybody in the chat. And yeah, it was a good time. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. But yeah, other than that, take it easy. Go check out Dead Man One on Instagram. You can check out Toy Mercs. There's the Skeleton's Tomb Wednesday nights at is he starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time now?
Yeah,
Ish. Yeah.
yeah.
Ish.
For now, we might be moving it back up to 6 our time.
Oh, okay, cool, man. And then you remember too, check out Whip Wednesdays where I am the co-host. That is Wednesdays 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Pirates of the Galaxy. And World Makers Consortium will be joining you again in a couple weeks. We're gonna have a well-deserved holiday. Come back at you with some nice fresh content. And yeah, everybody take it easy, keep your stick on the ice, and cheers.